Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. All right, so here is the total number of XRP addresses. It just hit an all-time high, guys, of 6.87 million. This courtesy of Ali Charts here. And if we take a look at this chart in more detail, you guys can see XRP price has been all over the map over the month of February for the last, we'll say give or take the last month or so. But look at that, number of XRP addresses has been steadily increasing throughout the month. So now we're topping out at 6.87 million XRP addresses. This, to me, just suggests that more people are investing. I mean, whether it's institutional or retail, it is a good sign. XRP currently is just making its way up, coming back out of the slump that we saw back last Tuesday. One XRP currently going for about $2.28 per coin. We did actually hit a localized high up here of about $2.34 yesterday. But you guys can see steady increase here for XRP. This is the XRP chart on the hourly. I think the other thing too that a lot of investors are realizing is that because of XRP is getting a lot more traction than many of the other cryptocurrencies because we have the SEC lawsuit wrapping up. Back in 2021, we just we did see big volatile events, but ultimately we could not get XRP up past $1.96. Now that we have the tailwinds for XRP, we've got the positive news, plus we've got the SEC lawsuit almost wrapping up. This is giving investors a brand new opportunity, almost like wiping the slate clean for XRP to go even higher than it did, certainly higher than it did the last bull run. But ultimately, we're all looking to surpass all-time high with conviction. So all-time high on this particular exchange from back in January of 2018. Boy, it's been quite a while. It topped out around $3.34, $3.33, give or take. And as you guys can see, we did just get rejected recently off that all-time high back in January of 2025. So now we're down a little bit, $2.28. The next pump to the upside is our next step. Targets getting up above all-time high. Hopefully we do something like this. And, even if we can form a base on all-time high, that is better. That is confirmation that we will go even higher. And for more information on what my plan is for this bull run, what my XRP targets are going to be, because I'm scaling out, guys. Going to keep some for the long term. But what are those price targets? How high is this market going to go? Follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if that's something you're interested in. When we take a look at Bitcoin, guys, Bitcoin is also part of the picture. Really, Bitcoin has to go up first before we start to see altcoins. I don't know how many times I've been saying that, but the story doesn't change. It's the same story. And right now, Bitcoin is up by a little bit. We're not seeing too much traction for Bitcoin at the moment. Nevertheless, 81,900 for one Bitcoin. You guys can see fear and greed. Still in extreme fear here. We're at 18, so market has gone down by a little bit. Market cap is down by over 1.3%. Volume's also down by about the same amount, 1.3%. And when we're looking at the altcoin versus Bitcoin season, we're still heavily in the Bitcoin phase. So altcoin phase comes later when Bitcoin dominance does drop. Not too much to talk about with regards to movement for any particular coin. It's been fairly flat. But, I'm happy to see that there is at least some movement for XRP moving steadily. I'll take that any day of the week. Lady of Crypto here posting this. NGL, I expected the alt season in Q1. So the timing is a little off, guys. And I think, some of that had to do with Bitcoin getting the ETF approvals in January of 2024. There was a bit of a front run on Bitcoin, and so Bitcoin price did go up higher than I think a lot of people expected sooner. So this whole thing has taken so long, she says. Now bad macro means we probably wait a little longer. People are sad, angry, and giving up. I am sad and angry, but not giving up. I still believe crypto has a crazy bull run in store for us, and I tend to agree here with Lady of Crypto, so wanted to thank her for posting that as well. One America News posted this, guys. John Deaton was on OAN. Founder of Crypto Law, John Deaton, claims to Matt Gaetz that as soon as the Fed does lower its rates, we will see asset prices like gold and crypto skyrocket.
Do you think that in a world in which Trump is constantly threatening tariffs, creating exemptions, push and pull to try to get other nations to do what he wants, that you might see crypto and gold and some of these more stable assets become a haven for people's investments?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that what you're going to see, listen, it's painful to watch almost $5 trillion, leave the market and the crypto markets, but it's going to come back. As soon as the Fed does lower rates, liquidity, quantitative easing is going to kick in, and you're going to see asset prices like gold and crypto skyrocket. But there's no doubt about it that as far as crypto goes now, it's had a federal stamp of approval by the President of the United States with the strategic Bitcoin reserve, the digital asset stockpile. And so I think that that's going to be an asset class that does well along with other assets as we move forward.
So John Deaton suggesting that there's going to be that event that eventually triggers asset prices like gold and crypto to move up. So it is a broader economic picture that we're looking at here. Remember, guys, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are slowly moving up, whereas we're seeing the stock market. Let's bring up the S&P 500 here. Yesterday, we did see another down day for the S&P. Let's bring up the Russell. Russell 2000 also down. And the NASDAQ, let's bring up the NASDAQ. Again, guys, I am recording this before the markets are opening, but as you guys can see, another consecutive day of red for all the American stock markets. Nevertheless, crypto is rebounding, and for good reason. We've got a positive climate surrounding surrounding the entire narrative in the U.S. and abroad. Ripple just posted this earlier today. Ripple has just secured regulatory approval from the Dubai Financial Services Authority, making us the first blockchain payments provider licensed in the DIFC in the country of the UAE, guys. So yesterday we got the Abu Dhabi MGX Binance news, and today, guys, we're getting this. This milestone unlocks fully regulated cross-border crypto payments in the UAE, bringing faster, cheaper, and more transparent transactions to a $40 billion market. So what do we know about this? Ripple is now licensed by the virtual asset firm within the DIFC and will now be able to incorporate XRP into their virtual asset services. Since the DFSA opened up external applications, XRP is the first virtual asset to be approved by the regime. XRP now joins Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin as assets previously approved under the DFSA's virtual asset regime. XRP now stands to benefit from legal and regulatory clarity in the DIFC and will be available for use by institutions located in the DIFC to accelerate faster, more efficient global value exchange. In the UAE, they've always supported crypto adoption and crypto innovation, so I'm not surprised that this is the next step. The UAE has fast become the most innovative jurisdictions intent on offering regulatory clarity and guidance for licensed firms to offer virtual asset services with the DFSA's comprehensive regime. For the DIFC, the independent regulator is committed to the long-term development of the crypto payments and fintech ecosystem within Dubai, as well as providing guidance for companies to set up shop in the free zone. Dubai also has the Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority, which was established last year to protect investors, maintain high levels of risk assurance, and facilitate innovation. Brad Garlinghouse did also come out with an official quote here. He says, Dubai continues to demonstrate global leadership when it comes to the regulation of virtual assets and nurturing innovation. It's refreshing to see that the DFSA encouraged the adoption and use of digital assets like XRP to position Dubai as a leading financial services hub intent on attracting foreign investment and accelerating economic growth. Ripple will continue to double down on its presence in Dubai, and we look forward to continuing to work closely with regulators to realize crypto's full potential. So boom goes the dynamite in Dubai. In the UAE, more broadly, we're seeing more crypto adoption. The DIFC is getting on board now. XRP adoption, leveraging DLT technology. Guys, it's all coming together, and we're going to see more of this, I think, in the coming months. I think we're going to see more countries eventually do the same. Reese Merrick, he also wanted to present the news here. Ripple is now DFSA licensed to offer regulated crypto payments in the DIFC, bringing the speed and efficiency to blockchain to one of the world's biggest trade and cross-border payment hubs. So for those of you guys who do not know, Reese Merrick is the Ripple representative, I believe, for the MENA region in the Middle East specifically. I think that's where he's located. A big thank you to our partners, he says. With clear regulations and growing demand, Dubai is the place to be for blockchain-powered payments. So boom goes the dynamite. Vincent Van Cote here also commenting that this is a game changer. Ripple's DFSA license in Dubai's DIFC marks a game changer, positioning the company as a leader in regulated crypto payments across the UAE's $40 billion cross-border payment market. This could unlock massive potential for XRP, driving adoption and growth as blockchain transforms global finance. And even the Wrath of Kahneman commenting, looking back, it's amazing to think that Ripple now holds 60 plus regulatory approval licenses worldwide. So 60 plus. Guys, it's getting larger and larger. I remember the days when it was, only maybe a dozen or less. And now Ripple has, it's been over a decade now. Ripple has been working tirelessly, tooth and nail, to get this done. And even when cryptocurrency was seen as, the pariah, right? It was seen as nothing more than a scam. It was seen as, a use case for money laundering, as governments like to say in the past. That narrative is now turning, and now we're actually seeing, big, meaningful regions of the world making the change, adopting cryptocurrency in a meaningful way. This just adds to crypto's legitimacy moving forward. So this means that XRP's use and Ripple's growth as a crypto payments company have occurred even without those approvals up until now. It forces you to reconsider what early means for a network designed to connect global finance. So, guys, we're just at the beginning of this. And Dubai, the UAE, at the cutting edge of technology, wanting to prove that this is going to make a difference. Obviously, $40 billion in cross-border payments every single year. If you can do that more efficiently, more effectively, with less friction, why the heck wouldn't you, right? Anyway, wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman, of course, Vincent Van Code, Reese Merrick here, the Ripple account, and Lady of Crypto, just for posting that. Also, One America News, of course, for the John Deaton clip. Now, I wanted to bring this to your attention too, guys. There has been another document that has been circulating, this comprehensive proposal, XRP as a strategic financial asset for the United States. And guys, here's what Mr. Mann had to say about this. I know there's been some controversy about this particular document. Is it real? Is it not? Is it just a random thing that somebody put out there? Let's talk about this and get into it, okay? So Mr. Mann putting this out here, okay, the timeline laid out in this document suggests that by March 2025, which is now, the US government could begin clearing a regulatory path for XRP. And guys, with all the news that we're getting at this moment, it kind of feels like this is happening right now, does it not? Eleanor Turret just the other day did mention that, SEC Ripple settlement news could be within a few days. She got some reports based on some reliable sources. If you guys didn't see that video, I'll link that up here in the top right-hand corner. That just came out yesterday. But Mr. Mann here saying, there's a 24-month plan. The first 6 months from March to September 2025 would focus on resolving legal issues. So guys, that's kind of where we're in now. September 25 to March 26, the government would begin pilot programs using XRP for payments, okay, such as IRS tax refunds and Social Security disbursements. At the same time, banks would start adopting XRP to replace traditional Nostro accounts, and we've already seen that in some parts of the world. But by March 2026, the plan includes a full transition where banks across the United States are using XRP for liquidity. So 12 months away before full adoption of XRP, at least in the United States. And the Treasury starts acquiring Bitcoin using the freed up funds from Nostro accounts. This Bitcoin accumulation would continue gradually until March 27, when the full transition is expected to be completed. If the accelerated plan is followed, things will move much faster. By June 2025, XRP could be fully approved by through a presidential executive order, skipping lengthy legal battles. By August of 2025, the government would already be testing XRP for payments, and by December of 25, banks would be fully integrated into XRP, into interbank transactions. The U.S. Treasury would also begin bulk Bitcoin acquisitions during this time, completing the process by March 26 instead of 27. So, guys, this falls in line with what I have been saying in terms of the bull run, or at least one possible theory of when we see liquidity build in the market, this is when they're going to start adopting cryptocurrency in a real capacity. And again, for more information on what I think, my opinions on this particular bull run, I think we're moving out of the 4-year cycle theory and into real world utility, or at least that is a possibility. Follow me at patreon.com/workingmoney channel for my thoughts on that. Mr. Mann continues by saying the faster timeline means full financial shift. A full financial shift could happen within a year, while the standard plan stretches it out over 2 years. Either way, by March 26 or 27, XRP could be fully embedded in the U.S. financial system, and Bitcoin would be part of the National Reserve strategy. And so here is the proposal. I will link all these. Well, I link every tweet in the description anyway, but this tweet will be linked in the description. It's a 5-page proposal. But people were coming out here pretty much saying, this is hogwash. But first of all, I just wanted to mention many people on Twitter were commenting on this. The SEC has proposed XRPs to be used as a strategic financial asset for the U.S. Danny here also posting it. And as you guys can see, there is a link here to the sec.gov website. So here's the proposal. Again, I'll link this in the description. It's a 5-page PDF. So guys, what is the deal with this? I'm going to go back to this one. Panos did say here, this is just written by a random guy who obviously doesn't understand much about the banking system and how it works. The whole thing is ridiculous. And Mr. Man here just says it's a proposal, nothing more, nothing less. Why do people not like the share of a proposal? Josh here saying this is only a proposal. The whole XRP community is getting gaslit. I like the outline and everything, but people are beginning to think it's official. Mr. Man saying it's a proposal. My words state that this could or may suggest that it could. Is this an official document? So as you guys can see, people are a little confused about what this is, what it means. Down here, David XRP Line saying this is not created by the SEC as an opinion. It was to the SEC website in the comment section, and it was created by this guy, Maximilian Staudinger, of what we're assuming is the BMW group in Germany. Jungle Inc. here also saying, the SEC didn't draft this. Hand and Kyle saying, saying that the SEC proposed this isn't even close to accurate. I'm an XRP bull and I even know how to read a document for what it's worth. So guys, just be careful, when you do see things like this. And, sometimes I'm guilty of it too. I see something, I post it, but I try to do a good job of making sure that you guys are getting the correct information. Even if it does sound hypey, sometimes I'm feeling like, oh, this is great news. And then I'm like, well, I don't know if I can really post this and say it is what it is. But, this is why we do our research, right? Vet here also saying, anyone can submit proposals and comments to the SEC, and within a short review time, it's posted on a website. This is not a document authored by the SEC itself regarding an XRP strategic reserve. So Vet here also, commenting that it is just a proposal. It is nothing official. John Squire even saying, fake news alert, this document does not come from the SEC or any government entity. It was created by a private individual and does not present an official stance from the US government or any regulatory agency. While XRP remains a key asset in the crypto ecosystem, its classification as a commodity or security is still under debate and has not been officially determined. So again, guys, this is, just a suggestion, I guess we could call it. It is, though, officially linked on the SEC's website. So again, I will link all this in the description of the video for you. Panos here also taking it one step further, saying XRP influencers and accounts with a big amount of followers should be very careful of what they share and promote. Everyone should be more responsible for fact-checking before posting things, or at least put disclaimers. For example, the proposal made to the SEC is just a nonsensical paper, in his opinion, nonsensical, and there's no point to sharing it, and it creates unnecessary hype. Please be more responsible and don't focus on engagement. When I think, anything can have some value, but we should know the context. Okay, comprehensive proposal, again, it's just another theory. If the SEC did accept it on their website, again, there is an official link here. You guys can click this link and it is on the website. What does that mean? Are they considering it? Is it something that they want the public to see as a potential for considering in the future? We should note that it was not drafted by the SEC, however. So these are all interesting questions that I do still think we have to ask ourselves. One big thing I wanted to know is, who is this Maximilian guy? I did a quick Google search here, and obviously we're getting the SEC results coming up first. I couldn't really figure out who he was. People seem to think that he is the... is it this guy? I kind of doubt it's this guy, but some people think it's this BMW executive from Germany. I'm not entirely sure. He is the one who makes the most sense, though. Senior expert semiconductor cost engineer. So his background is in finance and controlling, procurement and consulting in both publicly traded and privately held global high-tech companies. So he would have the credentials. This would make the most sense. The areas of business include semiconductors and telecommunications, so in a very different sector. However, this could be the guy who holds XRP. It could be the guy giving the SEC suggestions. A laid out framework that could, in fact, suggest where XRP price goes in the coming years when the real world utility does, in fact, come. Right now, I'm just waiting for XRP to pierce all-time high with conviction, maybe even forming that base of support on top of the all-time high. Then how high will it go, guys? Well, that's the next question. Patreon.com/WorkingMoneyChannel for my thoughts on that. And please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.